What are the range of emotions that Daytona brought you today?
Oh, man, I don't know what to say. First off, hats off to the 45 group. I don't want my emotions to take away from the monumental day they just accomplished. Man, happy birthday, MJ. That's a massive birthday present. I just noticed that Chumba Casino was on his car, so that's 2 crown jewel wins for them, so that's pretty damn cool. But, man, I just told MRN here, I thought this was our week, the best 500 I've ever had. And come up short sucks, but couldn't be more proud of the team. Pumped for Xfinity to jump on board the way they did and debut their first primary race in the 500. Led a lot of laps, lap leader, I believe. It was a good day for us, but damn, try again next year.
Thanks, Bubba.
What happened in your perspective on that final lap?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what happened with the first wreck. Kind of obvious that's a little, further around, but we ended up, kind of getting gifted the lead, and the 38 and I had got out by ourselves down the back, and he gave me a good shove off into 3, and then it was kind of just he and I, and at that point I just felt momentum shift, like there was going to be another run coming behind us there at some point, and unfortunately that was accurate. And then at that point in time you're just on defense, and man, that's a really, really tough place to be, truthfully. And I obviously, looking back, you can run it through your mind 1,000 times. Do you do something different? Do you I feel like if I had thrown a double block on the 45, probably would have just crashed us at that point in time. So I feel like you had to kind of pick your battles. I thought maybe somebody would pick me up on the top and you might have one more run to the line, but unfortunately ended up getting turned around. But appreciate all the effort, everybody. Hendrick Motorsports, Napa, Chevrolet. Thought we had a good speed week down here, and obviously hate to. Just really sucks to be that close and come off turn 4 with the lead and not finish it off. But that's part of this event, and unfortunately we were on the bad end of it today.
Thanks, Chase. Jamie? Well, Brad, I heard you say on the radio all you wanted was a chance when the day started. You had that chance, and unfortunately you have to settle for a 5th place. Bring me through those final laps and what happened.
Yeah, a lot of chaos. Last restart I gave William Byron a great push, and just wasn't enough to move our lane. I was giving him all I had, and then right here at the end, I had this huge run, and the 35 wrecked us. So really disappointed. Tore up the 9, tore up the 22, a bunch of cars that didn't deserve to be wrecked. So that was a big bummer and really stupid, but still a decent day for us to come home with a top 5 and to be competitive and have a shot to win, Josh.
Brad, how's the leg?
Great. Once you're in that race car, I got a fast Mustang, and it's just digging.
An eventful day. Bring me through your day and what ultimately happened in the end.
Yeah, eventful day for sure. Had a little bit of damage from a wreck earlier, and I made a good move there at the end. We got to the top, and we were rolling and found myself racing for the lead, and I had an opportunity to get underneath the Spire cars in the middle of 1 and 2. I felt like it was the right move, and when I did it and put her out in the wind, I guess the damage just was more than I thought because it just kind of slowed down, and I couldn't clear like I thought I was going to. So, unfortunately, that kind of set us a little bit further back. Missed the last lap crash into 1, and off of 4, you just kind of go where they're not. And I got spun and came across the line 3rd. So compared to where we've been in this race recently, to see the finish is great. I ended up in the same building, but at least I've seen the finish, and that's just kind of where it was.
Appreciate you, Joey. Glad you're okay.
Well, Carson Hocevar was leading at the white flag. Carson seemingly had it in a position he wanted to do, but about 2.25 miles too short. What took place as we got down to the end of the front stretch?
Yeah, I don't really know what happened other than I felt like I got a good shot in the rear, but they were a little offset, and I was just trying to just get our lane rolling, but really proud of these guys. At least it wasn't a tire or a motor or something other freak deal. So I go to bed tonight knowing that, and knowing that I don't know what I would really do different. I was just really proud of our effort and our car, and felt like we could push no matter who it was to the lead and go forward and then kind of run lanes, but I was a lot better pushing. So just felt like we were going to be in a good shot, and felt really good about today. And it was so close. Spectrum's first race, which we appreciate, and just thank goodness Dan Towers and Jeff Dickerson believe in me, and they get to let me have a lot more shots at this Daytona 500 thing. But besides for the year, that's good points. And between the duel and the stage, and then having a shot with our speed and going to a track I really like, hopefully we can make something of this.
Well, so close to a second Daytona 500 championship. Had to settle for second place. Bring me through that final lap.
It was wild. Restarting 13th there. Felt like we pick and chose, the right lane, especially down the back straightaway. I told my spotter I wanted to, probably get up to the top eventually, and we kind of worked our way up there. And then all of a sudden we're, pushing. We're in the top 5, and, anything can happen from there. And the wreck happened. We took the lead going into 1. I was, kind of praying for a caution there. But NASCAR did a good job letting it, race back to the line. And then I thought we were done down the back straightaway, and then all of a sudden the 22 and I got hooked up, and wreck happened there coming to the line. The seas parted. I thought I was going to go through to take the win, and I didn't see the 45 so far out front. So got clipped by the 22, but our Chef Boyardee Chevrolet ran really, really strong there when we needed it to. We had a strategy to go to the back from the start and be around at the end, and everything worked out perfectly. The guys did a great job preparing a car, and we'll take a top 5, a second place finish, close to another Daytona 500. Bittersweet, but good momentum. We'll go to Atlanta and try and get one.